Howdy, howdy, folks. A-Train here with you for a quick update on the channel and SimAirport. It's been a few days since I've done a video. I wanted to apologize for that. I kind of did several last week, and then over the weekend, allergies or some form of respiratory ailment has caught up with me. And if you can't tell, my voice is pretty ratty. You should see what happens when I try to talk for more than a couple minutes at a time. So, I'm going to make this brief and kind of let you know what's going on here. Uh, if you look carefully at the screen, this is the airport we've been working on, and you look down at the bottom here, experimental now May 31, 2018. Okay, so it's been updated. So the Edge build has moved over to the experimental server. As you note, or may have noted, the game started paused, which is one of the new features, which I like a lot. There's some new little end of runway lights here, little tidbits here and there. Performance updates and upgrades to the system. Also new pathing, so these parallel or double wide taxiways should no longer be necessary. Aircraft's taxiing out, another one's coming this way, he'll wait, and this one will go by, head out to the runway, then this guy will come in. So the double wide taxiways should be going away. Also, I believe they've instituted the 10 tile rule, so you can't build a structure within 10 tiles of the taxiway or runway. That way, aircraft wings don't clip through it, and I like that a lot. Not terribly elegant, but a simple solution to something I had a problem with. I posed to the devs. I hope they will look at scaling next. That had been brought up by one of them. And I really hope they look at scaling the size of things on the game. Because, I mean, in reality, you look here, is this a 737? I think that's a 737. Yeah, it's a 7.3. Here's a 7.3, right? Here's an Embraer 95. It's bigger than the 7.3. And the packs are this big, and this is a 4-person bench, right? It's half the length of the aircraft. It's 4 tiles. So, I mean, if you look at planning, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? There's the length of a 4, seat bench. So the scaling is off, obviously. Not that I'm trying to be critical. I mean, you got to get the game to this point somehow. But the point being, I really hope they adjust it, because I think that would be after multi-story terminals. Something that would just become a major upgrade to the game and its realism, even if it's just a incremental adjustment. Make the runways feel like they're 5,000 feet, 8,000 feet, 12,000 feet, whatever, and go from there. Anyway, so at this point, what I think we're going to do is put this particular airport project to bed. I believe we've accomplished what I set out to do, which was demonstrate to you how to build a multi-level terminal and keep most of your baggage stuff on the first floor, right? So we've run everything here is all on the first floor. You got to duck underground, obviously, to hook up to your baggage depot, which, as I've suggested elsewhere, should not be the case either. You should be able to just go through a wall. Pardon me, but we minimized cost. It could have been minimized further, because this wasn't necessary to have this additional tile worth of walkway here. But I like that from a realism standpoint, because your maintenance guys aren't going to want to try to straddle this, and walk with their feet on the edges to try to fix a problem or what have you. They would have maintenance corridors, so the stuff run underground. But hopefully you've seen now how you can run a baggage system on the first floor by running small gates on one side and then large or extra large gates on the other side, and then you have your facilities for them on the second floor. Here we've stacked the terminal. I think this is a very efficient design, and it takes a minimal footprint. We've got 8 gates here. I kind of wonder how many gates you really want to have. Do you want 1 gate per airline, or a couple per airline? That would seem fairly realistic. If you've got an airline that gives you 10 flights a day, 2 to 3 gates may be appropriate. Whereas if you have, an airline that gives you one, and then another one that gives you one, and then one that gives you two, maybe those guys share a gate. So we will get into more of that minutia. I still haven't worked on the dedicated ticketing desks and stuff yet, but I feel like this airport has served its purpose. I think it's a pretty cool little airport. Um, everything down here on the first floor, very efficient. Ticketing, baggage handling is mostly on the first floor. Well, let's say baggage transport. Baggage handling, goes underground and then comes up. Well, okay, so yeah, I guess everything is on the first floor, really. It's just got to duck underground to get to. And you saw how we did this here. So we had to have, one conveyor running outbound and one coming inbound. So we went down underground to another baggage hub, connected into the depot, and then we ran a two-way conveyor over to this conveyor to tie into this depot. So again, it minimizes the footprint and the impact. We add more gates over here. We'd have to add additional, plumbing for the fuel. The logical thing would be to run that under the taxiway and then just start connecting. Because based on the design here, right, this was just going to continue down, right? This blue line here is going to be the two-way conveyor that connects this depot or hub to this hub, which will connect to this hub. And then it will run underground to connect to this, to a hub underground here, and then it will be a similar setup to this right here. It will just run across and connect to this one. I didn't fully sketch it out. There was a little bit of learning process to this, but we figured it out, and that's how it would work. So that way, you'd have the baggage capacity where it would be useful. Actually, it probably wouldn't go to this point because now you wouldn't be able to build at this point. What I think would happen, well, you should be able to build the, let's just check this. Utilities, baggage depot, right? Okay, so it says it requires foundation on below floor before placement, right? Okay. All right. So that's fine. Now, that said, let's go to objects, and I'm trying to find. We're going to see here if. Okay, so that's fine. Let's see, foundation. See how it's red? Okay, but over here it's green. There's the new feature. Okay, the red means you cannot build too close to nearby object taxiway, right? Okay, so the building would have to end here on this line, right here, from here to here. That's as far as we can go. So you can't go within 10 tiles of the taxiway, and I think that's cool. I think that works out well. Well, there's road there. I've got to clear that road out, but anyway, so that's how that kind of works. All right. Well, I almost managed to get through this without coughing, but I've gone longer than I intended to. So what we're going to do is take an operational pause from SimAirport for a few days and start looking for our next project. So, hey, you got any suggestions? Put them in the comments below. And what I may look to do is, I don't know, I may build on the experimental server next time. Or, yeah, I may do on experimental, I may do on Edge. But look for these changes to be coming to the general servers real soon. I think they're looking at about a week or so of running through on the experimental server because they've got it pretty sound, and then dumping it to the general servers here second or third week of June. So look for that coming soon. If you have questions, comments, or constructive criticism, that's welcome down below as well, in addition to your suggestions for should I tackle a prototype airport, or try to test the limits of the game and come up with something completely new and different and original. Let me know what you think. I look forward to corresponding with you. Appreciate all the comments in the past and everything. And in the meantime, make sure that you check out some of the other videos we've got going up. Tower 3D Pro, that's in kind of an operational pause too while I'm sick, because it's not like I can talk for long anyway. Not like that would work well on there either. and Stellaris, which is a lot of fun. So please give us a like. Share with your buds. Let them know about the channel. Let them know about SimAirport, now available in early access. Link in the description below. And subscribe to the channel for more great content coming soon. I appreciate everyone being patient and sticking around and hanging in there with us during this downtime. I'm going to get this stuff cleared out of my lungs so I can function normally and get back to making hopefully high quality videos for you guys and gals. So have a good evening, morning, day, wherever you are on the face of planet Earth or beyond. I'm A-Train. It's over. And I'm out.